see here. Hopefully the audio works fine. Let me check. Alright, yeah, it looks good. Let's see. Think we're good. Let's see. You know what? Let me check something. Let me check something real quick. No. All right. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah. What up? Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta. I have to find my own stream. Oh, found it. I have to find my own stream. Oh, found it. Okay. Copy. And then go... Where? Go here. That's how you spell it. Oh, it's because it's not English. That's why it's getting mad at me. Eh. Boom. Work. Okay, cool, it works. Alright. Alright. So, I did a little bit of stuff off stream. I don't, so I did a little bit in this last stream. So, few things. Main thing, Masquerade is evolved. We got ourselves a Feeble now, who is not like one hit anymore. Can actually fight back. And I have a Growlithe here, and I'll explain that in a second. But real quick, I'm gonna check the Pokédex recommendations to see if they changed. They did, and oh my goodness, we are lucky. Okay, so the reason why I have Growlithe at the start of my theme is because of its ability. For those who don't know, it has the ability, not Intimidate, Well, it does, but it also has Flash Fire. Which, what it actually does, I don't care about. What I do care about is its additional effect, which increases the odds you find a Fire-type Pokemon in encounters in the overworld. And thanks to that, the 1% in this area now becomes a 50.5%, I think. So we're hunting for Sizzlipede. That's who we're going for. Which is also why these dex recommendations are really good. I mean, they're not amazing, but they're not bad. Gossifleur doesn't really matter. Pancham's the only problematic one I see, because we can also find Pancham in the grass. But Sizzlipede's now going to be... But Sizzlipede should be the most common now. So, we're going to start hunting this. And, yeah. I'm going to have to hope that I do this right. I think it's just... Oh, that is a Trubbish. I don't actually know the proper way to hunt this, because I've never done a grass hunt in this game before, because this is my second hunt, and my first one was an overworld hunt. But I think it's just run into the exclamation marks. We go from there. So, unlike the last hunt, we can't do anything with Brilliance, so this will be a full odds hunt. I didn't want to run into this rubbish. I wonder if there's a way to get the Pokemon to walk away from the grass and not come back. So this hunt is gonna have to be completely full odds, and then it's not even a guarantee I get what I'm looking for. I mean, like, definitely a hope that I do, but no guarantee. That's a Rickety. Flash Fire is the only reason why this hunt is, like, even doable, because without it, this just, like, would be almost impossible. I'm really hoping I don't phase on this hunt, because I want to do the team that, like, I'm wanting to go for. If I do end up phasing, I hope it's, like, Pancham or Rickety, because Rickety's cool. I like Rickety. And then Pancham's cool, because that's one of my friend's favorite Pokemon. Actually, it might not even be his favorite anymore, I don't know. But, it was just his, like, profile picture for so long, it's all, like, whenever I think of the Pokemon, I think of him, so... It better still be his favorite. I should ask him at some point, because I have zero clue. This is actually a lot easier than I thought. It's just running in and out of the grass patch to reach the exclamation mark, but I guess I just need to, like, lure the Growlithes away. Either every time or occasionally. Because I think I could whistle them down. Because there should be one running up to me right now. I don't know. They're getting encounters pretty quick. Which I do like about this. I don't know how many Sizzlipedes we've seen. I don't think it's been that many. But regardless, we are finding encounters fairly fast. We're already at double digits. I already gotta move the freaking thing. OBS. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so I guess it just spawns somewhere close to the player, it seems. Is how the exclamation marks work, which works out for me pretty well. I want to try and stream every day, and I want to work on the Sword and Shield hunt for a while. I also have a friend who's also going through a Sword and Shield Shiny only with me during this, It's just today they've chosen to take a break, but I didn't want to just not stream because of it. So they let me keep going, even though I am a shiny ahead. They let me keep going because their next hunt is like just an overworld hunt, and mine is a full odds grass encounter hunt. So they allowed me to go ahead, since we both are assuming that this hunt is going to take me a while. And if I get it, and if I do end up getting it, what's gonna happen is, after I get it, until he catches up to me, I'm gonna be doing some Shining Pearl streaming, because I've been doing a shiny only in that for a while, and I only have 2 shinies in it. I got the starter and a shiny Cascoon, or yeah, Cascoon that I evolved into a Dustox. Supposed to avoid that Growlithe. He's kind of just like camping there. I might have to whistle him down. I'm gonna try that actually real quick. I'm gonna like just run down and whistle. Like run here and then. Cool. That Zigzagoon looks shiny in the overworld because of the lighting, but I know I can't see shinies in the overworld. I don't know if it's faster to hit A on the you run away screen. Like, I don't know if that actually saves time or anything. We can see real quick. Clink. I actually forgot that he could appear for a second. Like, what if I mash A? Oh yeah, it's faster. So I definitely want to hit A each time. That saves a bit of time. Yeah, the only issue about Shiny Sizzlipede is that Shiny isn't all that noticeable. I have to look on its back to see if it's blue, which isn't that great of a shiny to try and spot, but one I'm going to need to spot nonetheless. So we're already at 20. How long have I been live for? 12 minutes? I don't think I've been hunting for 12 minutes, but already being at 20 I think is a good sign. If these encounters feel very quick. Oh, Machop can be here? I don't remember seeing that on the wiki page. Well, I don't like that. I don't want a shiny Machop. Oh, I guess I found the one shiny I really don't want to get. Nothing against Machop, I just don't like him. Especially because he's a trade evolution. I will say it is nice that, like, the exclamation mark has, like, a pretty wide-ish area. It makes it so it's actually, like, you don't have to stand exactly on where the exclamation mark was. I also like the fact that you get one every single time you enter and leave the grass, or you get one every single time you enter the grass. So you can just quickly leave and go back into the same one and you'll get one, and it's not on a timer. Because this still lets grass encounters hunts be efficient. And they seem to always spawn relatively close to the player, which is even better. Yeah, that's the only issue about finding Panchams and Ricketies, is because Rickety's gonna have a nerve, Pancham's gonna have Mold Breaker. So that's a bit of like a that's just some time loss due to the ability. Yeah, it's a good thing I don't have to get that close. Really lets this if a Pokemon's on top of it, you'll encounter the grass encounter before you encounter the actual Pokemon. Which honestly makes this a lot better. Yeah, these encounters feel quick. Only issue that I'm kind of seeing is that we're not even finding that many Sizzlepedes. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if Pancham is like tanking the odds a little bit. I did not want to run into a Growlithe. Can I run away? I hope I can still run away from you. I don't see why I wouldn't. I should outspeed. Thank God. When you run down, where's the new one? Whistle. Whistle. Alright, cool. Lure him away. Unless I just then immediately respawn back. Which, if so, just made everything, like, rendered null. No, they stay down there. So, that at least, like, keeps them there for a bit. Is there always a, am I not having to leave the grass every single time? Because that's what I assumed. But sometimes I'm seeing an exclamation mark before I even leave it. No, I think I'm leaving it and then immediately triggering one. That's what I'm thinking. So, I guess, yeah, I guess I do need to leave it. I don't know how many encounters I'm aiming to get today, because I don't know how long this takes, but I do plan the stream for a bit. Probably not as long, because it's a weekday. But hopefully an okay amount of length. Probably 2, maybe 3 hours. So hopefully I can get a good amount of encounters within that time. I will be honest, out of all the hunts I'm doing, the first hunt is going to be the easiest. Because the first hunt we did was an overworld hunt, so it was just like a bit of chaining and pretty easy to guarantee what I encounter. All the future hunts, there's either no chaining or they aren't overworld. I mean, we will be doing some Masuda for 2 of them, because if I don't do, because for one of them I have to do Masuda. For the other, if I don't do Masuda, I will most likely phase multiple times before I get what I'm actually hunting, or before I get what I'm actually looking for. And since I don't want to waste like that much time, I'm just gonna Masuda that one. Yeah, we're already about to hit 15 counters. Oh, yeah, no, this is... So... Okay. I'll have to see how many encounters we have by around the hour mark, but this is looking like it was the pace I was kind of thinking of. which I'm thinking it's gonna be about 200 encounters every hour, either closer to 150 or closer to 200. I don't know, but regardless, this does mean that I can still get a pretty fair amount of encounters in. I definitely want to try and keep Sizzlipede on the deck, so I think what I'm going to do after the stream ends is catch everything in this route but Sizzlipede. Or I'm going to at least catch everything that appears in the grass, so that they can't get boosted. So I'm going to make sure I catch myself a Clank, or Clink, I don't remember. The overworld ones don't really matter that much. I just want to catch at least a few of them to ensure that, just to ensure that I get Sizzlipede as one of my guys. Which, I got really lucky just to get Sizzlipede today, because I didn't even bother, like, doing anything for it, and I decided to check before, like, once I started streaming. Because I was gonna go change it if need be, but nope. The only issue that I have with this one is Panchams also boosted, so I am finding a lot of those. Who knows, maybe we'll get a Chinese Pancham. That'd be kind of funny, but preferably I just want Sizzlipede. Pancham is a nice shiny, I think. I think he becomes red, like all of his black and gray parts become a reddish color. I might just be completely wrong. But I think that's how it works. I'm still finding a pretty fair amount of Sizzlipedes, though. I don't know what my, like, Sizzlipede ratio is of, like, like, how many encounters have been a Sizzlipede, but I feel like a fair amount. I've seen this guy quite a lot. Is that Growlithe in a rock, or is the exclamation mark just, like, positioned very well to make me believe that? In a lot in a row, in a row right now. I think that was like 5, which is pretty good. I'm not expecting to get any shiny today, especially since I had just gotten a shiny last stream, and that was like way earlier than expected. Like it was like only 10 brilliant encounters after doing 500 full art encounters. But like regardless, if I could get a if I could get it today, that would be awesome. I just don't think it's happening. But we'll see. No, our chain of just finding a lot of them in a row. No, and it has a nerve. You're evil. Bow, bow, down, 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 down. Yeah, the Growlithe is definitely in a rock. Which, honestly, I can't be surprised. I played Scarlet and Violet. Seeing Pokemon inside of objects isn't that, like, crazy anymore. I will say, though, last time I had a Pokemon in a rock, it was a Psyduck. And, from then on, like 30 seconds later, I got a, what even is its name? Oh, Shoodle. I got a shiny Shoodle, which is awesome. Shoodle doesn't have the best shiny. I wish they did my boy better, but he's just a little guy. Can't hate on him. It's like Sizzlipede. He's also just a little guy. Like, he's so tiny that you know that you found it if when in the grass animation you see nothing until the grass is gone, pretty much. Yeah. And you can see like little snippets of him. But it's not really readily apparent until after. But fortunately he's the only short one. So if you just don't see any shadow at all until all the grass is basically gone, you know it's him. And I've already caught a Rookity, so I don't need to catch that to boost my odds, which is good. I'm just gonna need to catch the other two Pokemon that are currently recommended, and then a few others. But then once I do that, hopefully I'm good, and I can maintain Sizzlipede on my counter for longer. Because if I can do that, that'd be awesome. Because Pokédex recommendations are definitely gonna help for a hunt like this. Because it just increases the odds that I find the mon I want. Which I guess is what I could do for my, the one hunt where it'd be very long and I'll probably phase multiple times. But it wouldn't even be doing that much. Which kind of sucks, but... So I think I'll just Masuda it. But I will have to get a foreign Ditto. But I could just grab my one from Scarlet and Violet. Just carry it over. Yeah, we're already at 78. I feel like we're flying through these. I know for a fact that later on, it's not gonna feel like we're flying through these. But for now, it does. But yeah, I don't even need to run out of the grass. If I like run against the edge of the grass, it counts. Or I guess like I get off it for like a little bit. I guess if my entire like hitbox or something isn't in the grass, then it'll do it. So I can kind of like do like a dip in, dip out instead of having to like fully run out, which is good to know. Is it Clink? It is Clink. Gen 5 is still a game I need to play. I was able to recently play Gen 4 a while back ago because they made Gen 4 remakes, which is awesome. My first game ever was Oraz. It was Omega Ruby and X and Y. I think I got both of them together. So they were both my first games, but I remember starting with Oraz, I think. I played through that, and then played through X and Y. I beat both. I never really was in the shiny hunting at the time, so once I beat them, that was it. I never really even worked on the decks. I played Pokemon, I had Pokemon Sun and Moon, I had both. But since I didn't see a need for both, I gave my sister Moon, and I just kept Sun, because I liked Solgaleo more. And then all those games are gone now. I got rid of all of them, but maybe not Pokemon Y. I still have the case for it. I just can't find the game cartridge because I was an irresponsible child. But fortunately, I have recently bought Ultra Moon, and I've been playing through that, and I beat the story with 5 shinies on my team. And I already got a shiny Ultra Beast from Sawtooth setting in that game. And then recently I rebought Shield, and now I'm doing this because I had Sword, then I got rid of Sword, so then I bought Shield recently, so I could do this because I wanted to play through Gen 8 again. I didn't really get into shiny hunting until Let's Go, and then I got super into it when Arceus came out. The only issue is that my Switch broke, and I lost all my shinies on both of those games. Fortunately, Shining Pearl only had like a shiny Ponyta, which wasn't that big of a loss. Arceus was a big loss, because I lost my favorite Pokemon of all time. There was a shiny Alpha that I just found in a random outbreak throughout my playthrough. Like, not even hunting for it. It was just random luck. It was a shiny Alpha Togekiss. Because I love Togepi. Togepi's awesome. But I was so upset to lose that. I still have a clip of it on my, because I saved the clip to my phone so I could show it to my friends at school. So I have a clip of it, and that's it. That's the only remembrance of it left that there is, unless I get the Switch fixed. Which I could technically look into doing, but... But yeah, I sold like a bunch of my old Pokemon games, and I'm really upset that I did that, because, like, I kid you not, like, maybe a year after I sold them all, I got really into it, and now I regret selling them all, basically. I've been slowly rebuying some of them. I don't think I'm gonna rebuy X and Y. I got Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon because I wanted the SOS chain, and I wanted to hunt Ultra Beast. And you can also basically hunt like every legendary in that game. I'm not gonna rebuy X and Y because I'm just gonna buy Legend ZA, which is hopefully good. But I am still waiting on Gen 5 remakes or just something that's Gen 5. Because I have never experienced Generation 5, and I can't even sit there and watch the whole Pokemon anime for Gen 5, so I don't even, like, remember what happens towards the end. I don't even know what happens story-wise. I know N is important, and he talks to Pokemon, but that's, like, it. But I definitely need to either go back and play Gen 5, or I need to, what's it called? Go back and play Gen 5 or wait for remakes? Only issue, Gen 5's like expensive. And I also never got the like Poke Transporter app for Pokemon Bank. So while I do a bank so I can transfer Gen 6, 7, and Auraz into home, I can't transfer 5 or below. Which was a goofy old me problem. I should have done that. I was like, I'm not gonna regret it, and then I regretted it. Anyways, that's 100 encounters. So we're at 34 minutes. We're halfway through. Yeah, this is faster than I thought it was, I think. Or this is faster than I thought it was gonna be, I think. At least it feels like it is. We've hit triple digits where we will stay for a while. Now, 4 digits, hopefully we don't go there, that'd be awesome, but we probably will. 5 digits, that shouldn't be happening. But I'm basically fine with hunting BDSP anyways. Because, like, regardless, I need to, finish my Sheldon hunt. And then streaming it. I need to finish my Sheldon hunt. I'm at 5,000 and, like, 25 fossil resets. And I just haven't touched it in a while after I went over odds, because I got pretty upset about that. But it's fine. But yeah, I definitely need to go through and finish that shiny only, so I can make a video on that. I need to go back and pick up some old projects, just so then I can get some shiny and projects out of the way that I've been wanting to work on. I've been working on a shiny living dex, but that's kind of just like the overall goal. I want to think of like creative videos to make for I want to figure out like some creative video ideas that can give me an excuse to catch like basically every Pokemon. That's the whole reason why I did the shiny area lock that Nokimon came up with, because I saw it as a fun opportunity and an excuse to catch some shinies that I've been like not really wanting to go, like I've been wanting to go for, but haven't really found a good reason to go for them or spend the time doing them, and it gave me a good excuse. But yeah, but I definitely gotta think of some ideas. I gotta figure out something. I'm hoping I can come up with some stuff pretty quick, because I want to start getting more videos out. I want to try and stream every day. I doubt I'll be able to keep it perfect, and it's going to be at like random times. This is going to be whenever I feel like streaming. But I do want to try and get videos out every day from now on. I will say, I do like how fast I can do encounters in this game. It's awesome. Because I thought this was gonna be like Sun and Moon. Like in Sun and Moon, each encounter is like 20 seconds, I think. Or I am thinking of a soft reset hunt. Actually, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking of my Wimpod. I haven't really done a grass encounter for a lot of time in that game, because every single shiny that I got on my team, except one was a soft reset spot. One was a soft reset. Every single other one was an SOS hunt. But, yeah, I never really thought about actual grass encounters. And in this game, it's made even easier, because instead of running through the grass and hoping you get lucky enough to find a spot, there's a guaranteed spot. You just have to walk over to it, which makes it a lot faster. And you can get in and out of battles pretty quick, unless you get stalled by, like, ability text or whatever. We might get to 500 encounters today. We'll have to see. I do plan on making a video once I finish this entire playthrough. I do plan on making a video on it. So that's like I will say, I was finding like a good share of Ricketies and then like a lot of Panchams and then Sizzlipedes. Now I'm finding just a lot of Sizzlipedes, I feel like. I mean, I might just be completely wrong. The stupid Growlithe got in my way. Get down here. Get down here, all of you. Get cool, thanks. I could technically just full send it for the first gym, but I'm not gonna do that for the sole reason of this would. I don't really have anything good against the grass gym. I mean, I have a dark type, so I'm neutral. But I don't have I don't really have a grass type or a or anything that's super effective against grass. Flying would work, but I kind of need the Sizzlipede so I can get a good fire type going. That hopefully let me like do the first gym with ease, and then third gym won't be a problem after once we do the third hunt. And then the other gyms I haven't really planned out ahead because I don't know. I know my team, but I haven't planned out like my weaknesses and coverage. I do have a wide spread of typings. I know that I have no dupe typings, which is good. But I do think I have like 3 mono-typing mons, which isn't the best, but it's fine. I do, because I think what my plans are going to be is I stream for about 2 to 3 hours on weekdays if I do stream for that weekday, if I do stream on that day. Try and aim for at least 2, maximum probably 3. But for the weekend, we're going to try to push at least 3 with a maximum of 4 or 5. Probably. I don't have exact numbers, but I have like round estimates of how long I want to do streams for. And then when I'm not streaming, I'll be working on my own personal projects, school, or other videos. It's just kind of whatever I really feel like working on at the time. It is definitely weird being the like only one talking to myself. Because I don't have anyone to talk to, so I kind of just have to like ransack my brain for topics so I can keep my mouth a-talking. But it's fine. I do hope that Zem can find a shiny Choodle soon. I feel like it shouldn't be that bad from now, because he's gotten the 300 already, and once he got the 300, we decided that what he should do is he should just target Brilliance from now on. Mostly. He's gonna check Brilliance in every single normal one, and he's gonna see how that goes. And he's gonna kill every single one until 500, but even when there's like normal ones on his screen, he's gonna still check them. Which it could have been what I did, but I just didn't bother because it was full odds, and I was like, well, statistically, it's a lot better for me just to check civilians, save more time, and... Well, actually, I guess statistically not, maybe. Don't know. But... all I know is that it did pay off for me in the end, only checking civilians. It only took me 10, so... definitely paid off. The question is now, since this is full odds, will this hunt pay off for me? Because even if I trigger that one in 4096, no guaranteed it's on a Sizzlipede. I do hope it is. That would save me so much time. It's just my first hunt. It's just like I just get what I want on the the first thing that sparkles here is the thing that I want. Hopefully that is what happens. But then again, I have no control over that. I haven't actually seen a Mudbray in a while. I guess that would make sense. Oh, I guess I didn't run out of the grass. There you go. I don't like the amount of Machops I am finding, though. I swear, I don't even remember seeing Machop, but I feel like I'm gonna look back and then immediately see it. I mean, I know that's exactly what's gonna happen, but... It's crazy, because you can't even tell if it's shiny until the camera changes. So even with the beginning zoom in, you have no idea until the camera turns itself. Unless, like, maybe you can see, like, the very top, but it doesn't look like, yeah, it doesn't go all the way up to the back of his head. It's just his back itself. So maybe you'll see, like, a little bit of blue on the side. No idea. Yeah. The only thing that scares me is that this hunt might take a while. This last hunt was, like, super fast. Hopefully this hunt isn't that long either. Because this is going to be my first full odd hunt for this challenge. How many full odd hunts am I doing? Let me think about that. Let's see, so... it's just 2? No, it's 3. Yeah, it's 3 full odd hunts are left. So, yeah, I did 1 overworld hunt, and now I have 3 grass encounter full odd hunts, and then 2 Masuda hunts. That's awesome. If only you could see the shinies in the overworld. Hey, Clink. I don't even remember what Clink's shiny is. Is it yellow? Probably yellow. I wouldn't be surprised. Gossifleur is also a nice shiny. That was one of the ones I was considering, but I wanted the little buggy instead. The little guy. God, he's so tiny. Like, I think I could totally just squish him. Now Pancham, I think Pancham would destroy me. He would punch me and I would die instantly. Pancham's intimidating. Rickety? It's a bird. I could swat it away. I do like how grass encounters work in this. Because they just make it more, like, consistent with the timing. Because now it's not just, like, luck-based for running around. You have to hope you get the chance you get into a battle. And it's just, like, pop into the grass and then find the exclamation mark. It does kind of suck, though, that in Gen 9 and Arceus, they just completely got rid of grass encounters entirely. The thing that made me mad is that they got rid of fishing. Like, I understand overworld water encounters, yeah, but I feel like they shouldn't have gotten rid of fishing as, like, a static, or not as a static, but as a, just like a method to hunt Pokemon that are in the overworld. I think that would have been nice. And then them getting rid of the Safari also feels like a crime. I think the last Safari was in Gen 6, now it's the Friend Safari, so that wasn't even like a Safari. Because, yeah, I think the Friend Safari, you can, like, actually fail anything. I mean, you technically could, but it's not like the Pokemon's gonna run away from you. Unless I'm wrong. I never did the Friend Safari, so I have zero idea. Yeah, if there's anything I wanted to bring back, it's the Safari. Because I want to participate in Safari Week this year, because I think that could be fun. I actually don't know when it is. I know it's sometime during the summer. But as of now, the only game I can do that even in is BDSP. But to even do that, I need to finish my shiny only playthrough on BDSP. Which begs the question, why did I start a shield shiny only? And to that I answer, I don't know. I guess I got bored of hunting Sheldon after like 40 hours, 5,000 encounters. I just wanted something fresh, I guess. I don't know. I gotta go back to it soon though. Maybe next stream. Maybe. Depends. I'll have to see what I feel like doing at the time. Which is probably gonna be this, because I'd rather do this than freaking Sheldon also soft resetting. I'm so glad Flash Fire is an ability. If there wasn't a way to increase this guy's odds, I think I would have just either skipped him or came back later and Masuda'd him. So, 1% is just evil. Only other way I think I could have gone it, other than this, is shiny hunting in the fire gym. Because I know you can do that. I don't know how it works, or if it's hard or not. I think it's full odds. But I'm definitely glad that I can just do this instead. Not 100% guaranteed, but odds are in my favor. I do wonder what the new megas are, I'm assuming for Legends EA, I'm assuming the 3 starters got megas, because I don't see why they wouldn't. I don't know what they are. I know they've been leaked, or at least I've heard they've been leaked, but I'm not looking at them because I don't want to look at a bunch of leaks, spoil myself on like all the new stuff before the game even comes out. I'd rather experience that. I'd rather like just find out that just get like a random Mega Stone to a Pokemon that I wouldn't expect to have a Mega and then be surprised. Then just like Google them all. I'm also curious how shiny hunting is going to work in that game. Because I know the sound is back. But, like, is there going to be a method? Legends EA seems all about battling. I don't see anything for, like... Maybe they'll add chaining. Maybe that'll be the method. Maybe you finally get to just genuinely kill Pokemon in a streak. And then increase your overall shiny odds for that Pokemon. And then once you catch something, it breaks. Maybe we'll finally get that kind of chaining. But that also wouldn't even be that good, in all honesty. Because that kind of chaining in ZA would be iffy. So instead of just like getting into a battle and then just like hitting a button to kill, you have to like actually hit and dodge now. So there's no turns. But I guess it could be fine if you're just fast enough and can one shot. So you might be able to kill before they can even attack. But we'll have to find out when ZA comes out. I do wonder what they're gonna do. I'm assuming what's gonna happen now is we're getting basically Pokemon Showdown. That's essentially the spin-off. It's not like an actual spin-off, but it's like probably what the spin-off is gonna be, like the spin-off game that releases like after the next mainline game and like additional game. So next, I think we're either getting Generation 10, which probably isn't even going to be like remotely announced until the Switch 2 is out. I ain't counting that crowd. Or we're gonna get a remake, like a remake for hopefully Gen 5. I'd assume Gen 5. Because they made a Legends game for Kalos, so they can still make a remake for Gen 5. Which I really hope they do, because as I said, I want to play Gen 5 because it looks cool. People would mention that it's like the best Pokemon game in the series, but I can't give an opinion on that just because I haven't played it. I only know a couple of the gyms and like a couple of the areas from the anime, and then that's it. Closest experience I ever got to Gen 5 was Indigo Disc, which wasn't really like Gen 5 at all. The music was kind of there, because they reused one of the tracks. But that's about it. I'm totally not paying attention to the game, like, at all. Like, I'm just looking where the exclamation... Like, I'm just doing this on, like... automatically. By, like, not paying attention. I'm just on autopilot. So... if I get the shiny... I probably won't even notice it until the sparkles. Hey there, Pancham. I wouldn't hate a shiny Pancham or Rookity. I think those would be the other two I'd be okay with. Really don't want them to chop. But I'm probably gonna keep going until I get what I'm looking for. Unless I have to go like 9,000 encounters just to get what I'm not looking for, then I might just take it. There's a way to turn off the ability overlay. That'd be awesome. There is settings. Oh yeah, there's movies. I made the same mistake again that I made yesterday, where I thought when I thought that it was skip moves. It's not skip moves. It's skip movies, like cutscenes. So speedrunners can speedrun the game faster. Yeah, it's about 200 encounters per hour. Because it took like maybe me like 5-ish minutes to actually like prepare for the stream. So yeah, it's about 200 encounters an hour, which isn't all that bad in all honesty. That's not awful. So then how many hours is that? So that's 5 hours for 1,000, 10 for 20, 15 for 30. So yeah, statistically this takes like only 21 hours if I'm getting the number right. That is multiple streams though. And that also assumes that I don't phase and that I get it round base odds. Because I could go over or under, or I could just get the wrong thing entirely. Pancham is a nice shiny, but I don't really want to get Pancham, just because my whole team that I've built is Gen 8 Pokemon only, and I'm hoping I can keep it like that. But at some later date, once I beat the game, and get the dex completed, I do want to purchase the DLC, because I've yet to do that. I do want to cop the DLC so that I can begin shiny hunting for the new Reggies. I don't know if I can get both of them. They may be Sword and Shield exclusive is what I'm guessing, but I have zero clue. And then I can also start Dynamax eventually hunting to get the shiny legend, to get some shiny legendaries that I don't have. Which when I start doing that, I'm gonna be Ultra Wormhole hunting shiny legendaries and Ultra Moon at the same time. I don't have a capture card for my 3DS, but I have a phone camera and put that up to the screen. It's basically a capture card. It's just such a big process to get a capture card for there. I do need to upgrade my Switch capture card at some point, because it gets the job done. It's not great, but it's not awful. It works. The only like issues are just like some visual issues and the fact that I have to play through OBS, so there's like a delay latency, which kind of sucks. But at some point, hopefully, I can get a better capture card. But I'll worry about that if I get further into streaming successfully. Then I'll worry about getting a better capture card. But for now, that's not something I'm really going to worry about. There's no reason to worry about it. This capture card costed like $15 and it works. And it works fine. I might... I don't know, I'm gonna need to figure out, like, when I want to work when I want to stream what game, because there's still stuff that needs to be done in Scarlet and Violet. There's like a lot that still needs to be done in that game. Most notably is the fact that if you transfer the entire Pokedex in the home of Regeneration, you get a free shiny legendary or mythical. I think it's just mythicals actually. I don't think any of them are legendaries. But that essentially tells me that I either need to transfer an actual living dex, which I think would be lame, or I need to start working on a shiny living dex for these games. Fortunately, I think I can use repeats. I don't think it has to be caught in Galar. I think if the Pokemon is... I mean, I'm going to have to actually do research on that. But I'd assume that if I transfer a Pokemon, like it's a Kanto Pokemon, and I transfer it from like Gen 9 into home, it would still work. I don't see why I wouldn't. One thing I do kind of hope that ZA has is multiplayer, as in like you can run around Lumio City with your friends. That's one thing I'm like really hoping for, because I think that'd be really fun to just kind of run around with your friends. I do wonder how the story is gonna play out. Because the wild zones are basically routes or whatever they're called. But I do know the main thing. I do know the main things like the tournament. But I am curious how the story itself is gonna play out. Like, are we gonna be like handheld throughout the entire story, or is it gonna be like set us on our own? I'm just really hoping there isn't like 4 hours of tutorial like Arceus, because oh my goodness, Arceus was so long. I have no idea why they made it that long either. Like, nobody really needed that, like, 1 hour catching tutorial. Like, we knew that they changed, like, basically how the Pokedex worked, but I don't think we needed that long of a tutorial to explain how it works. What I just want Pokemon to start doing is start mentioning how to do stuff in, like, little pop-up tooltips that you can then, if you ever want to go back to, use the trainer guide if you really need to go back to it. And then just make it so like it's just spammable, so you can just spam, so you can either disable them if you believe you don't need them. You can just spam A if you want to close it quick, or you actually want to read it, you can read it. So I don't think we need a whole freaking like 2-minute cutscene on how to catch Pokemon by watching someone catch a Pokemon, when it's like, when a tooltip could pop up and say to catch a Pokemon, go to your bag, go to Pokeballs, select the Pokeball you want to throw, hit throw, and then see if it caught. Didn't? Try again. If it did, good job. I will give Legends EA an excuse if they make a tutorial for the battle system, because I feel like they changed that definitely enough to talk about it. To talk about it for a long period of time, like maybe like 10 to 20 minutes of tutorial on how to fully use and assume the battle system. What I'm hoping they do is the battle system like happens. They introduce you to the battle system like in all the basics, but as like certain things go into effect, like stealth rocks or like status effects or abilities, instead of like teaching the player every single about one of them, they either let the player learn or they give a little tooltip telling you what just happened, and then like gives you an understanding of it. And then like once it happens again, it doesn't re-pop up that tooltip, but it's a tooltip you can always go back to by looking at like the trainer guide. And I also wanted to bring back fishing. I want fishing back. Fishing was awesome. You know, one thing I'm thinking of. What is the Kalos food? What is it? I can't think of it on the top of my head. Oh, God. How could I not think of it? It's Pokepuffs. I mean, that's for your Pokemon, though. What about for you? I guess trainers just starved now I think about it, because it's just Pokepuffs. Or macarons. That's what it is. It's fucking macarons. Macarons is the food of Gen 6. It's that and Pokepuffs. Because Gen 7 is Malasadas. Gen 8 has curry, got it, and then Gen 9 has sandwiches. Soul food, I guess maybe we'll get like a Poke Puff or Macaron builder, and we make like actual sweets. I think that'd be neat. I need to bring all these guys down. Come on, buddies. Thank you. But yeah, no, I think that'd be pretty sweet, is if they did that. Gen 5 has the stupid ice cream cones or whatever. Like Cresselia cones or something like that. I think they're from like Vanillish, Vanillix, whatever they're called. Vanillite, something else. But I don't think any other. I think Gen 5 was the first generation to throw in like an actual food in there, but it didn't do anything. Gen 6? I don't remember what Pokepuffs did. Gen 7 also just did nothing. Oh yeah, there's Pokebeans in Gen 7, but I don't remember if they did anything other than just like increased friendship. Gen 8 is when they started actually having a purpose, because for Curry, other than just increasing friendship, you can get Pokemon to come to your camp, which is neat. And then Gen 9 just made it like a whole feature to help you find certain Pokemon hypings, to increase your shiny odds, increase the odds that like they're better, or whatever. Which I think was needed, because I don't know how they were going to work with the abilities. I guess if you have a Pokemon with like Flash Fire at the start of your team, which increases the rate of Fire Pokemon, then in whatever area you're in, Fire Pokemon just have an increased like spawn chance. Would be the way I would go about doing it. But I think the way they did about it is probably somewhat better. But I refuse to use Sparkling Power Sandwiches. I just think Sparkling Power Sandwiches, Shiny Charm, and like in an Outbreak, it's just too good. So I just stick to just the Shiny Charm, and I only use sandwiches for Encounter Power. Just so that I can, I only do like Encounter Power level 2. There's no reason to do level 3 because that requires a Mystica. So I just do Encounter Power level 2 for whatever typing I need to do. And then I just hope that I guess I just hope that I get it. I'm gonna be honest, I completely lost whatever train of thought I was on. I would like to mention all the freaking Pokemon have moved up now, so now I gotta go whistle and bring them back down. Hey, come on, guys. Hey, everybody. Did I just get sniped? No, I got it. I thought that Stunky just spawned and like completely like. God, I didn't even remember Stunky spawning on this map, but okay. Please don't force me to encounter it. Okay, I need to bring it down though. I need to bring all of them down here. I don't know where that Stunky went, but it's gone now. Oh my goodness. A Growlithe spawned right on top of it. I have to send it down now. Over here. Awesome. Yeah, if we're not even doing that long of a stream today, because of just like school, this honestly isn't as long as like encounter-wise as I thought it would. Like I thought the day maybe I'll hit 200 in like the 2 hours, but we're at an hour and 18 minutes. We've been probably hunting for about an hour 10, and we're already at 251. So I think I'll go a bit over 2 hours. We'll probably be around like 2:30, and we're just gonna go for 500 encounters today, because that'd be a pretty good number to end it on. Because if I could just do 500 encounters each stream, that'd probably go pretty well. Because what I could do if I really wanted to is do 500 hours, or we'll do 500 encounters today, all the way till Friday, assuming that I stream this game every single day for Friday. But once I get to the weekend, and I stream the game on the weekend, we will go and do 1,000 a day. So we'll change it to 1,000. If I haven't gotten it yet. I think if I'm doing 500 each stream, so if I do today and tomorrow, that's 1,000. 2 more, that's 2,000. So we'll be at 2,500. So then, yeah, so then we'd be at 3,500, and then we'd be at 4,500 by the time the week's over. And then hopefully we find a shiny during that, because that's over odds. Hopefully it's Sizzlipede, but something is better than nothing. But I would just prefer Sizzlipede. I kind of feel like the shiny Sizzlipede's a little bit darker, but I don't think that's true at all. Yeah, no. Yes, I mean, it kind of looks a different color, but that might just be like lighting and stuff. But look at the back. That's just the main thing. I'm pretty sure by the time I'm done with this shiny only playthrough, I think I'll have 3 Pokemon that can G-Max. I'm pretty sure it's 3. Unless one of them has a... Because I can count 3, but one of them might have a form that I don't know. I know one of them doesn't. Guaranteed. No, I know 2 of them doesn't. Because Thievul is one of the ones that doesn't have one. But I don't know about one of them entirely. I guess there's a chance, but I don't think it does. Because I feel like I would remember it at least in the slightest, but I don't. So I don't think it has one. See, the thing that scares me is all my full-out hunts that have been, like, basically wild encounters and or soft reset hunts. I've never gone a single one to 1,000 other than in BDSP. So we're gonna see what goes on here. Because in BDSP I went to 2,000 twice and now I'm currently on 5,000. But in like Ultra Moon, I haven't had an SOS hunt go above 1,000, which I would expect. And then I haven't had a full out hunt go above 1,000 either, with my lowest SOS hunt being like 350, or my restart soft reset hunts. With my lowest being like 300, like 350, and that was a shiny circuitry. But I still have to soft reset for the shiny Poipole and type null. I still have to do those hunts. I really like the sparkles in this game, though. I like how there's 2 different types. One's rarer than the other. That's like my favorite thing about the sparkles. I also like the animation itself. I think it's pretty nice. Gen 9 sparkles, I'm not the biggest fan of. They're not bad, but I'm not the biggest fan. Gen 7's unique. They tried to change the formula, like, way too much with Gen 7. And that's probably why they now have the Legend series to test out new stuff before implementing it. Because they changed so much. They got rid of Chims. They added a whole new mechanic that's on Mega Evolution. With, they threw in a ton of new Pokemon. Changed the formula with, like, TMs and HMs. With Ride Pokemon. Added a whole new category of legendaries, pretty much, being Ultra Beast. And then changing the shiny sparkles is one thing they did. I think this game does shiny sparkles best out of all the games that I've played. I think this game does it the best. I don't think... I mean, like, Sun and Moons isn't bad. It's just really basic with just a star. I'm not a big fan of Scarlet and Violet's, like, just a bunch of stars kind of just shooting off. But I do like this game because of the fact that I just think it looks nice. And I also like the fact that there's 2 different types. That being Square Shinies and Star Shinies. With Square Shinies being rarer in, like, egg hunts. And then Star Shinies being rarer in wild hunts. With being, like, really rare. I don't know the exact odds, but I know a Star Shiny and the on an Overworld Shiny, or, like, just a Grass Encounter Shiny, basically just not like a Masuda Shiny, is stupid rare. I don't know the odds, but I know it's rare. At least I think so. I don't think it's, like, egg hunting while Because I don't think they swap it. Because for egg hunting, it's a 15 out of 16 chance you get a star sparkle, and a 1 in 16 chance that you get a square sparkle. They may have swapped it here, where it's 15 out of 16 for the chance that you get a square, and a 1 in 16 that you get a star, but I don't think they did. But then again, I have zero idea. I don't know too much about shiny ending in this game. I mean, to be fair, my first shiny in this game ever was that shiny Nickit that I got yesterday. That was my first shiny in this game ever. That was been, like, actually hunted. And that wasn't, like, an event. He's messaging me. I'll close my eyes for this encounter. That's not a Sizzlipede. It's also not shiny. What is it? Oh, it is a Sizzlipede. Oh my god. Yeah, let's play the fun game. Guess the Pokemon cry. Yeah, it's Sizzlipede because I just heard it. I'm so good at this. I'm so good at this. Yeah, that's a fun game I like to play when I'm shiny hunting, and there's like at least a few Pokemon there. Just to prove how long I've been there, listening to the cries. I might want to move these Growlithe's away, just so that it's easier for me to encounter what I want to encounter, and I don't accidentally encounter one of them. So we're going to move to the left and go down and then whistle. Because I want to bring them... Yeah, like that works. That new Growlithe just chased me into this grass patch over here. He better get set back. If he doesn't, I'll be very upset. Go back to your grass patch, buddy. Maybe I don't even need to leave the grass. I didn't even leave the grass that time. Like, I just completely missed clicking one down, right? Yeah, I can't even say I left. Maybe I just have to move around after, the encounter. Maybe I don't even need to leave the grass itself. Wait, what if I just start moving? You don't have to leave. Oh my god, I'm glad I learned that earlier than later. Oh, this speeds things up. Because instead of having to run out of the patch and then back in, I can just run in a circle. That's okay, this is perfect now. This is okay, this is it. This is it. Method acquired. Yeah. So it is just like actual hunting, but now I just save more time instead of running in and out. So this shaves like no time though. This shaves like maybe a couple seconds, but over time, seconds add up. But yeah, no, encounters are really fast, and I'm actually really glad about that. I'm glad encounters are fast in this game. That makes this more bearable. Showdown encounters, I mean, I guess I do get like 8 encounters in 5 minutes, but wait, then again, that's 8 encounters in 5 minutes. Or actually, I think it's like 2 minutes 30. Is that even good? I don't even know. I think if I could encounter Sheldon in the grass in that game, it would be faster, but no idea. Yeah. Off stream, I'm definitely gonna need to look at the decks. Like, deck recommendations. To try and just secure just this little goober as my deck's recommendation. Because my deck recommendations are currently, like, really good. The only issue is that Pancham's in there. So I can get Pancham. And now I like Pancham Shiny. I don't dislike Pancham at all. I think he's cool. But the only thing I hate is that I already have a Dark type. And I don't want to have to, I don't want to get 2. So, because I built my team around Gen 8 Mons that I wanted to get. And that also didn't have any overlapping typings. That's how I built my team around. I will say, my team might be a weird one. Compared to, like, a lot of, like, mods I've seen people catch. My team might be a weird one. I am glad that I learned that you can just run around in the grass. I mean, like, I don't know why I didn't bother trying that first. Because, like, of course you can. Like, it's grass. That's how it works in the game. Except instead of it just being, like, a random encounter, because it's overworld encounters, there's just, like, there's a position it picks. So that if you're trying to encounter something in the overworld, you don't just encounter something random in the grass on complete accident. Like, every single time. Which is very nice. I think the way they did this is very good. There's a few things I'm gonna work on for streaming that I want to do. I need to get my text-to-speech bot back up. That's one thing I need to do. I need to get that. I need to get that back up, and I need to figure out some way to make it, because there's already a queue by default, which is good, because I didn't need to add a queue. It just saves the last message that was said, and if a message is currently going on, it just doesn't say that one yet until the previous message is finished. But I'm gonna have to go in and look at some stuff to get it working, and also add some quality of life stuff to it, so it can't be like exploited. Main thing being emojis. I need to figure out how I'm gonna get rid of those in messages without getting rid of like just colons. Because if someone's done something with a colon, I don't want that to get just deleted. You know, it is a colon, so... Really funny story I do have about setting up my text-to-speech bar. I needed a stream to test it on, because you can only test it with a functioning Twitch chat, without a functioning functioning YouTube chat. Without a functioning chat, you can't use the bot. So I would go to random streams. Most notably, I don't quite remember what it was about. I think it was just like a random stream showcasing like the weather 24/7. And I would go in the chat. There's like maybe like 500 people with like occasional chatting. Or it was either that or it was like 24/7 lo-fi chill like music, like one of those streams. And I would just run my TTS command to try it out. And I have a feeling that people are like, what is this guy doing? Why is he doing exclamation point TTS test? Like, what is that gonna do? But that was pretty funny. I tried to set up a D20 for streaming, just as like a fun little command you could do to roll like a dice. But for some reason, whenever you would roll it, the game or everything might have just crashed. Whenever you try to roll it, OBS would freeze up and then would crash. So I don't know why. Maybe it's my computer, but I have a doubt against that. I'm probably doing something very like wrong and making either like a loop or it's very unoptimized, and that's what's causing it to crash. But if I have zero idea about it, I'd have to find the script anyways. I was fortunate to even find the text-to-speech script. It just doesn't work right now because I guess I uninstalled the dependencies required to make it work. So I guess I have to reinstall those. But I don't remember uninstalling anything, so no clue. But I'll get that back up. And I'll probably make some like fun little stuff that can happen on the stream. Like just in the background. It's just as like fun little things that can happen randomly. But there is a bunch of like interactive stuff I want to add to make it streaming more fun, and I might as well because I'm gonna do a bunch of shit in coding, and this is a good way to good excuse. It's just to code all the interactive stuff myself, because that gives me full customization over it, completely mine, unless I like borrow someone's like API thing. But it makes it better on me. And I get to learn. Who doesn't like learning? I didn't want both the growls to run up here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Oh, don't get aggro. Stop being curious, you idiots. Fortunately, getting in a battle completely just breaks, aggro. No, it's not aggression that I think about it. They're not really angry at me. They kind of just walk over to me. But, either, well, line of sight. That's better. It breaks line of sight with them. So he stops chasing me. So he's now gonna slowly but surely walk back unless I get in his line of sight again. Yeah, I will say I'm glad that these encounters are actually fairly quick. Because I feel, like, if this was like the Turtwig hunt and it took 3 minutes each encounter, I wouldn't even want to go through something like that again. That Turtwig hunt was awful. I'm just glad I didn't find a shiny Starly, but it did still take me 2,648 encounters to find anything shiny. Which technically, if you factor in the fact that the Starly can be shinies, I was over odds to find a shiny at all. But we're gonna gloss over that. Why all the way down here? Please just let me get away. Thank you. I'm just, in case anyone's curious why the title says Stream 3, this isn't like my 3rd stream ever. I don't know why I'm thinking of this, but it's basically, I'm just gonna have that for the entire time I'm streaming the Shiny Only run. Like, once I beat, it's not Elite 4, but once I beat the final championship, whatever, once I'm done with the entire Shiny challenge, then I'm gonna stop counting. I'm just gonna count the stream number in the title, just so that whenever I make the video, I know the number of streams that it took. And then adding up all the time of those streams would also tell me the length or hours that it took. But I could also just look at my in-game time as well. So, I mean, I guess in the end it doesn't really matter all that much. Down, 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 down. Yeah, I'll definitely have to try and ensure that I get Sizzlipede as my deck recommendation, because I am getting a lot of Sizzlipedes, which is great. But since it resets every 24 hours, tomorrow I may not have Sizzlipede, so I'm just going to catch everything else here but Sizzlipede to essentially ensure that if Route 3 gets picked as my thing, which I think it's whatever route you're in at the time that it changes, but I'm essentially just ensuring that my next boost, my only thing that will be boosted, or my next thing to be boosted will be Sizzlipede. Because if I can get boosted Sizzlipede with no other grass encounter boosted, that would be perfect. I may actually start trying to catch some of them soon, because I don't want to do grass encounters off stream. So we're going to start trying to catch some of them. I wish I'd bought a better type of Pokeball, but we're going to have to roll with just Pokeballs. Maybe the catch is high enough. 3, please. Okay, let's Buzz Spray. I need to catch Pancham. Though the only hard one I think is Clink. Or Clink, whatever the fuck. But I think I can catch him in time. But I feel like I have to find one. And yeah, and then I need to catch the main overworld ones. Okay, here's a Pancham to catch. The only thing we don't catch is Sizzlipede. So I can essentially ensure the dex recommendations. If needed, I can attack, but I'm gonna assume that they have a low enough catch rate that just a Pokeball will work at least the majority of the time, and that's what it seems like. One thing that doesn't really matter is overworld encounters, because overworld encounters such as like Zigzagoon and Growlithe, they don't matter that much, but I think I'm gonna catch them anyways, just so that I can not get like a crazy abundance of them. So I don't want like a ton of Zigzagoons running around here super duper fast, preventing me from getting grass encounters easily. So I will catch them, but I'll just catch those off stream. I'm just gonna catch the grass encounter ones on stream, so that I don't have to do some offline grinding and do some like actual like I don't have to do some actual grass encounter hunts offline. Just in case, who knows, maybe I'll get super lucky while looking for get stupid lucky and just get it. And that's the whole reason. I think the only other grass encounter though is Clink, so until we find that, they're just gonna be running in and out of grass patches. So I think that's the last one, and then for Overworld, I think it's just Gossifleur, Trubbish, Stunky, and Zigzagoon. I've already caught a Growlithe. Because I needed a Pokemon Flash Fire, and I didn't want to go for the 1% Flash Fire, the 1% spawn at the time. Sizzlipede just to get Flash Fire, so we can have more Sizzlipedes. Oh, there we go, there's a Clink. So yeah, we'll go ahead and catch this guy as well. I still have plenty of Pokeballs, I have 30. So, this shouldn't be an issue. Dang! You're evil. Vice Grip. Oh, now I have to go heal. You jerk. Did you just catch, though? Thank you. This should be the last grass encounter, I think, though. Everything else should be just a overworld encounter. Other than Sizzlipede. I'll catch like the common overworld encounter ones, but I don't think I need to catch like the rare ones, like Trubbish, unless I could find one, or Stunky. But I will catch Zigzagoon and Gossifleur. Those will be two that I do catch. And Rookidee I don't need to catch because I've already caught one. See, that's the good thing about this hunt as well, is because I'm also working on the Pokedex technically while doing this. Or at least some parts of it. Because I need to manipulate deck recommendations to increase my odds. So... We're almost at 2 hours. Maybe I'll cash out at 400 instead. I was gonna go to 500, but I definitely like mistimed the length of how long I was gonna have to go for. Because I thought I could get 500 within 2 hours, but no, it's looking like it's 400 in 2 hours. I'd have to go to like 2:30, and I don't. No offense, but I don't really want to go to 2 hours and 30 minutes, just because of some stuff I want to do. So we're gonna get the 400, which should be around 2 hours, either a little less or a little over, probably a little over. And then yeah, and then we will call it. So we'll do 29 more encounters before we call it a day. And then I will try and make that up by getting to 1,000 next team, or maybe I'll just do 400s. Which would be weird, but I do want to try and keep the number of encounters somewhat even, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't care all too much. Yeah, there's a lot of Sizzlepedes I'm finding, thanks to deck recommendation and Flash Fire. Flash Fire being the big help, but deck recommendation also helps a little bit. If I just didn't have freaking Pancham in there, then it'd be even better. But it does seem like, I don't know the exact number, but it definitely seems like the majority of my encounters are Sizzlipede, which is good enough for me. So it seems like with deck's recommendations, it's like a 70-30. That's what I would say it is. 70% chance Sizzlipede, 30% chance anything else. And that estimate feels about right. Don't have Mold Breaker, I jinxed myself. Alright, 10 more encounters, and then we are calling it for today. So, we got a good estimate for how long it takes for a set of encounters. It seems like I get 200 encounters every hour, which isn't bad. So that's not bad. So to get to 4,000, that's about 20 hours. Alright, 5 more. Let's see if luck's on our side. It'd be really funny to get in the last 5, but I doubt that's happening. Alright. 4 more. Three more. Two more. Oh. No dice. Oh. Nope. One more. Alright. Last encounter. No dice. Alright, either way though, 400 encounters is still pretty good for the first stream of this hunt. Regardless, I am done for the day. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. And then yeah, that's it. See you all next time. Bye guys.